morning, class, and welcome to another edition of Reading Comprehension and Future Tenses, will and going to. In this lesson, you will learn how to improve reading comprehension skills. Also, you will use future tense to talk about the future. Our reading selection for today is The Doggone People, pages 30 and 31. Listen to the track and fill in the words that are missing in the story.
The Doggone People. The country of Mali is in the western part of Africa. Most of the people who live there speak French, and it is so far away it would take many hours to get there by airplane. In part of that country live the Doggone people. They are not only far away, they are so different that it seems like they might as well live in another world altogether. There are about 300,000 Doggone people, living in about 700 different villages. The Doggone people live in houses made of mud, built along the bases of very high sandstone cliffs. It's possible to look at a Doggone village from a distance and not even realize what you're seeing, because the homes blend in with the cliffs. Each Doggone house is built in the shape of a person, though you can't tell from the outside. Each house has at least one granary, a tall, circular building for storing grain, so it can be kept away from goats and other animals. The granaries have pointed thatched roofs, which make them look a little like castle towers. Some of these houses are built on very steep slopes, leading up the sides of cliffs more than 500 feet high. The Doggone have become experts at climbing up and down the rocky cliffs, using just ropes and their bare feet. The Doggone houses are also flat on the top. Why? Because it gets so very hot there in the springtime that people need to sleep outside, so they sleep on their roofs. It can get up to 113 degrees Fahrenheit, or 45 degrees Celsius. Each roof has a little ridge around the top, so they don't roll off while they're asleep. The Doggone people also have some really unusual beliefs. Some Doggone practice a kind of religion called animism, which means they believe everything in nature has a living spirit, including rocks, plants, animals, and even thunder. They also believe that animals help create good weather and healthy crops, so they try hard to live in harmony with the animals. To the Doggone, showing respect for animals keeps the natural and spirit worlds at peace. They believe, for example, that the tracks of a fox can tell the future. Only a religious leader, called a diviner, can read the fox's message. The diviner draws lines in the sand that stand for the village, peace, and death. He uses sticks to represent people and God, and piles of sand for the questions to be asked. The diviner scatters nuts across the ground to attract a fox at night, and then reads the answers the next morning in the tracks the fox left in the sand.
Great job, third grade. Now let's move on to our language section. Future tense, will and going to, page 88. We use will and going to talk about the future. For example, I will be going to the moon. Going to is less formal. We use it to talk about future plans and intentions, and we place it after the verb to be. For example, the movie will start at 8 o'clock. We are going to the movies on Saturday night. Now let's get to work. Write will or going to on the lines to complete the sentences. I will need to wear my sneakers to school today. Number 2, I am going to wash the dishes, but you will sweep the floor. She will go to the movies with us. Now that we've completed numbers 1 through 3, it is time to work on your own with numbers 4 through 12. Now let's review future simple one more time. One more time.
I will fly, and you will fly too. He will fly in business class, she will fly in first class. It will fly below a sea, we will fly over the sea. You will fly, they will fly too. I am going to fly, you will fly too. He's gonna fly in business class, she's gonna fly in first class. It's gonna fly below a sea, we're gonna fly over the sea. You are gonna fly, they will fly too. I am going to fly, you will fly too. We will fly.
Hakuna Matata. Well, guys, thank you so much for helping me out with this lesson for today. Stay safe.